Hey everyone, we're back with more NieR Replicant version 1.224744874139. We are heading back into town. Ah, sick, I hit one of them. Have I gained any levels yet today? I don't think I have. We're on our way back to see Devila, or Popola, sorry. Eight-second delay? I feel like 8-second delay is not too bad overall. You guys want to celebrate my birthday? I'm gonna save my game. November. I say you're gonna celebrate my birthday with me by playing Final Fantasy XIV with me. Because that's when Endwalker comes out. Around my birthday. Hey there, Popola.
Learned anything new about...
You know, you remember...
That
Not so much anymore. I just got the...
Alright, the Aerie.
Sacrifice.
That's right.
You're a...
I'm a...
What do you... The air... You're a... I won't... There...
Well, try...
Sorry. We're gonna be skipping past stuff we've already seen. We're off to see the Aerie, the wonderful area of Oz. Like I said,
The Aerie, huh? What's this?
we're gonna make our way through these as fast as possible now. Finishing ending A was gonna take probably the most amount of time overall. The other endings we could probably finish. If not by the end of this week, we'll be done at beginning of next week. If I was streaming Wednesday this week, we would be able to finish. But unfortunately, Wednesday is...
that village setting up a mercantile. They must have truly opened their minds.
Wednesday is going to be fire alarm testing, and we don't want that on stream.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
Home? The place is a shithole.
Ooh, the village. It's home to so many terrible little memories, isn't it, Kaine?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
You like fire alarms? So I used to do security work for St. Clair College, which is vastly bigger than this place.
We do not desire.
Hang on.
We do not desire needless conflict.
If we can continue to live with humans,
Then we can continue to live peacefully.
but that young man will come.
Yes, the young man will come.
He will kill us all. Women and children included.
What should we do? What can we do?
Yeah, perhaps not act like fucking weirdos? Jeez Louise. The young man will come. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, so yeah, I used to work security for St. Clair College, and we did the fire alarm testing every month, and I was not in charge of it, but I was working with my supervisor and the technicians that came in to do it. And they do the same thing they're doing at my building as we did in the college, but it takes them 16 hours to do 4 floors of an apartment when it only took us roughly 4 hours to do an entire college. Doing the exact same job with the same amount of people. I don't know why it's so vastly different here, other than I don't even know. Man, if they'd let me, I would. I'm not even saying I'm good at it. I'm just saying I've done the job. I know what needs to be done. But for some reason, it takes them 16 hours to do it.
Hello? We're here from Popola's village. We came to ask...
You're the... You'd maybe let us...
Just go in and start yelling fire. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Thanks, Hassan. When I did work at the college would always hire contractors to come in and like build stuff in the college, but they'd take advantage of the college all the time and just like stand around and wait for one guy and get paid. Ah, the Beast Bane. Yes, here we go, guys.
Thanks.
A ladder, huh? So...
We need this one guy to measure this
And if I may ask...
2-inch cylinder block. It's like, don't you guys have the tools? Well, yeah, but he's the pro.
Vice!
More power to them, I guess.
This man is a shade.
It's a trap!
It's like Suria's job? Yeah, Suria's that guy that comes in to measure that 2-inch cinder block.
You guys sure are taking your goddamn time.
1,000 apologies. We were distracted by the local welcoming party.
Want some help?
A carnival of murder? I love it. Yeah.
Kaine, the villagers are possessed.
But not all of them. Some are still human, so be careful.
Because he's professional. You know, X is a professional. Like, when I think of professionalism, the first image that pops into my mind is X is dragging it. That's a good question. Why did they come here? I feel like it's kind of...
Get out of here! No way! I'm not going to abandon my own sister!
Kaine, what's going on?
Don't be fooled by this lady.
This
She's
scene
a
always
shade.
confuses me, though. Like, the order of events here just are vastly confusing to me.
No! You people are the monsters here!
Stay back, kid. Your sister is one of them now.
I don't care what she is! She's my sister, and I love her.
Like, how did that thing get up and hit her without NieR reacting, and now suddenly he's over here? He would have had to have moved.
Stop it! Don't hurt my sister!
Wait for that dude. Yeah.
What madness. These people are behaving as if we are the villains.
Kaine!
Kill them! Kill them now!
No! You've got to stop this! We're trying to save you from the shades! What?
Villagers are under attack over there.
Guys, the villagers are under attack over there.
I can't tell who's human anymore.
Bob Dole's human.
What could those black swirls be?
Saying, what could those black swirls be? You know what they are? They're the farts of everyone in those buildings finally leaking out. Coalescing into oh, I got a twisted drink, sick. Into a thick fart cloud.
Bob, that hurt! What are you doing?
Ha, no armor on your arm anymore, bitch.
Put down that weapon, please. I beg of you.
I gotta tear its pants off. Damn. I wasn't able to tear its pants off.
What's happening?
Tear? Would the word break work better there, you think? I gotta break its pants off? Fun fact, this is exactly what my butthole looks like. Tendrils and all.
By my pages. Is this beast a shade as well?
Good.
That thing sucked up the villagers.
No! If we keep this up, we're gonna kill them all! We can't let that happen!
Tentacle porns? These are more tendrils than tentacles, Faye. Our village, our world, who am I?
I feel something from within the creature.
Is this the combined power of all those shades?
It will take more than a barrage of magic to stop us. The first to waver is the first to die. I sense magic coming from the center of that eye.
You think? I should probably not stand there and get hit by all that, eh?
Wait! I think those are actual people!
Hold nothing back. Those are shades. The surrounding tentacles appear to deflect magic.
Ah, he called them tentacles. Guess they are tentacles.
Now, focus your magic on the beast's center.
Saying, if you went to Congress and got into a fight with Bob Dole, would you tell everyone about it? Oh, it hates it. Beating up a 97-year-old cancer patient is a big bragging right. I mean, I'm sure it is in some circles.
Its weak point is located around the back. Try attacking it from above.
I mean, that's where one of my weak points is too, Vice, so...
I'll try to pin it down!
Oh, alright.
Emil!
Emil!
I'll keep it busy! You should be able to attack! From behind! Go around and get it!
Faye, do you have a weak point on your backside?
Emil can handle this. We must circle behind the creature at once. You must strike it in the eye. He's escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming. Gotta catch my breath.
Careful, Emil. We'll help anyone if we lose you here.
Oh, that's probable, actually.
Damn it! You beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Come on! Help me take it out!
I'm on it.
This does kind of look like Goth's Ball, actually, when you think about it. Look at all like cracks and stuff in it. 5 times it's the second rule instead of the rule. Yeah. Speaking of weak point smashes. Asain, what's your favorite Zelda game? That's actually really cool. Link to the Past? Zeta Beam! So Zeta Slow! Mutations found in subcutaneous cell structure. Rise in mental disorders believed to be caused by external factors. Exactly, Biggie! Kame! Kame! Ha!
Emil! Emil, wait!
Emil!
He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Now he's using the final explosion that Vegeta used.
Ah, fuck. This ain't good, Sunshine.
All of them. There's some differences between each ending, though. Like this one here, you can actually hear the shades and what they're saying. Like, for example, you just heard Tyrion say, "Oh, fuck, this ain't good, Sunshine." But C and D, I only have to go through it once for those. And then there's a new ending that I've never seen. Uncontrollable magic. Oh, this is new as well. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thoughts as I unleashed a magic powerful enough to destroy not only the Shade, but everyone else as well. All of them. So many innocent lives. Destroy, eviscerate, crush, kill. These are the dark impulses that overwrite all other thoughts. As a being that was created to be a magical weapon, these are my instincts. Or maybe it's better to call them our instincts. Emil's dream. Rampage. A klaxon sounds from deep within the bowels of the laboratory. Thick metal shutters drop down, sealing off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Abort the experiment! Number 6 is out of control! Everyone get out of there now! Get out of here! The researcher's words are abruptly cut off as a massive hand materializes out of the gloom and lifts him high into the air. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams as the sound echoes off the walls of the laboratory until the hand squeezes down, coating the room in a deep crimson hue. The rest of his colleagues stand in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they have just seen. Then a female scientist takes a step back and lets fly with a heartbreaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake, for the sound of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all of its terrible glory. Its body is a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull, and it's massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls from side to side as it tromps about the room on all fours, bringing the mind to mind the wild maneuverings of some wretched, starving beast. This creature, this thing, is experimental weapon number 6, also known as Halua. No! Oh no, please stop! Oh god, save me! Save me! I don't want to die! One by one, the maddening cries of the researchers are silenced. If number 6 understands their petitions, it pays them no heed. Instead, continuing its rampage of destruction and slaughter with a focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, the screaming stops, the alarms fall silent, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with an unfathomable roar that echoes up and down the empty halls of the blood-soaked laboratory. It's a sound that curses those who had dared such evil into the world, and yet one that also seems to be pleading for help. When it said our instincts, your mind played the Soviet national anthem instinct. I don't even know the Soviet national anthem, actually. Maybe I do, but I can't, like, picture it. Two steps of footsteps echo in the otherwise silent corridor in the first level of the laboratory. One set belongs to a young boy, his eyes blindfolded and his hands restrained. The other belongs to a severe man in a long white coat. The man drags the boy along by means of a long chain attached to a set of shackles on his wrists. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for a boy who cannot see. Excuse me, could you please walk a bit slower, sir? I'm not used to being blindfolded, and rather than stopping, the man only increased his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. This last humiliation proves too much. The boy finds himself unable